Good afternoon, everyone, and happy Father's Day to all of you fathers out there. Thank you for joining us on The News Now. I'm Harley Strickland here in the WTOC 24-hour newsroom. I'll be bringing you some of today's top stories, but before I begin, like always, I want to remind you, you can leave comments, questions, or just say hello. A few of you already saying hello today and joining us in that comment section there on Facebook. So, great way for you to communicate with me live here on The News Now, our digital newscast. I do want to begin with a story out of Montgomery County. A shooting between people in two cars left two people wounded overnight in Montgomery County. Sheriff Doug Mabin tells WTOC it happened around 11 o'clock last night in the town of Ailey. You can see a map here of that area. Shots fired from people in one car toward the other left two people wounded. One victim was later taken to Savannah for treatment. The Sheriff's Office and GBI's Eastman office are handling that case. And of course, we will continue to follow that case with any new developments, and we will turn this over to you. A fatal car crash this morning in Savannah. Two people are dead after a car crash early this morning on Henry Street. You can see some video here from that scene. The Georgia State Patrol, Savannah Police, and Savannah Fire responded to the single car crash. It happened near the intersection of Habersham Street and Henry Street around 3:18 this morning. Michael Singleton and Tawana Andrews, both 38 years old, died when their car hit a tree. Singleton was driving fast and traveling west on Henry Street when he lost control of the car and hit the tree. Both were trapped inside the car. Singleton was wearing a seatbelt, but Andrews was not. An autopsy and toxicology test will be performed on Singleton's body. Another breaking news story that happened overnight. We brought you this story this morning in our morning update, but we have new developments. The Savannah Police Department is investigating a shooting that happened early this morning. Around 4 a.m., officers responded to the intersection of West 37th Street and Hardin Street. They found a 22-year-old man with gunshot wounds. Police say he was brought to the hospital in serious condition. Officers blocked off the intersection with police tape as they investigated. They placed at least six evidence markers on the ground at the scene. Savannah Police Violent Crimes detectives are investigating what led to that shooting. Now, we have a new queen in the state of Georgia. That's right. The crowning of the new Miss Georgia happened last night. Annie Jorgensen is our new Miss Georgia. You can see her here. This is the Miss Georgia Pageant's Facebook page. She had her contract signing this morning for a fun year ahead of her. So if you're interested in any of the updates, you can see that here. Also, the outstanding teen for this year is Roy Pan. She will go on to compete at the national level at the Miss America's Outstanding Teen. You can see a video there, Meet the New Miss Georgia. All of that, again, is on their Facebook page at Miss Georgia Pageant. Now, Annie will go on to Atlantic City to compete in the Miss America competition, which will air Sunday, September 9th. Of this year. So we wish Annie and Roy the best of luck as they go on and compete and represent our state this year. We also want to celebrate one of our co-workers here at WTOC. Jim O'Donnell of WTOC has won an Emmy for the Best Newscast Director at the 2018 National Academy of Television Arts and Sciences Emmy Awards held in Atlanta last night. You can see Jim here with his fiancee. WTOC was the only local news station that covers Southeast Georgia and the Lowcountry to be nominated for 5 Emmys. And those nominations are on our website. You can go to WTOC.com or WTOC app, click on that story, and you can read all that we were nominated for. So we are proud of all of our workers here at WTOC and our great team for coming together and getting those 5 nominations, which is wonderful for our station. And again, congrats to Jim for his hard work and dedication here at WTOC. Now, I don't know if you've been outside lately, but I've heard a lot of thunder out there, and my WTOC First Alert weather app has been sending me updates on this afternoon storm we're having outside. And coming up here on the digital newscast at 8, we'll have an update with our meteorologist Andrew Gorton on what's going on with that weather outside. So don't forget to meet us here at on the digital newscast, and you can ask questions and interact with him as well, like you've been doing with me so far. So I want to check those before I go. Let's see here. A lot of people joining us today. Let's see. Everyone just saying hello, waving at us. Someone's asking about 37th and where. Let me go back and make sure I get this correct, so don't want to tell you wrong. All right, that shooting you were talking about this morning, the Savannah Police Department is investigating a shooting that happened early this morning. It's at the intersection of West 37th Street and Hardin Street. That is where that shooting happened early this morning around 4 a.m. So that was Carolyn asking about that. Let's see. Everyone just giving us thumbs up. Everyone saying hello, commenting on the shootings we've been having lately here. Coming up tonight on the news, our Crystal Howard is going to be following up with the shooting and the shootings that happened this week that we've been telling you about. So don't forget to tune in tonight on our regular scheduled newscast at 6:30 and 11 for her report on that. So let's see, someone's in Florida watching us. It's pouring in Berwick. Let's see. Were you Miss Georgia? I was not Miss Georgia. I did compete at Miss Georgia. I actually know Annie, competed with Annie, so good guess there. But no, I was not Miss Georgia. Let's see. Thundering here in Hinesville. Someone saying raining here in Savannah. So again, thank you all for joining us. Don't forget that digital weather update here at 8 tonight on all of our digital platforms and our regular newscast at 6:30 and 11. Thank you for joining us, and happy Father's Day.